Let us start to discuss today about Edmund Spenser's important and very famous sonnet. One day I wrote her name upon the strand. This is sonnet number 75. We have already told in our previous classes that the first line of a sonnet is generally treated to be or considered to be the title of a sonnet. So the title of sonnet number 75 is One Day I Wrote Her Name upon the strand. Right. One day I wrote her name upon the strand. What is the difference between a Petrarchan sonnet and a Spenserian sonnet? There is a thematic difference between a Petrarchan sonnet, since most of the Petrarchan sonnet, that deals with the theme of unrequited love, that deals with the theme of dissatisfied love, the love that is frustrated, the love that is broken. But whereas the case of a Spenserian sonnet is concerned, we need to understand that a Spenserian sonnet mainly deals with the theme of fulfilled love, mainly deals with the theme of successful love. This sonnet, sonnet number 75, it is dedicated to Elizabeth Boyle. It is dedicated to whom? It is dedicated to Elizabeth Boyle. Before telling anything about sonnet 75, let me tell you all that this poem, it has been taken from an important collection, and the name of the important collection is Amoretti. So what is Amoretti? Amoretti is the name of a sonnet collection. It was published in which year? It was published in the year 1595. I repeat, Amoretti was first published in the year 1595. And this particular sonnet collection had 89 sonnets. How many sonnets were there in Amoretti? In Amoretti, there are 89 sonnets. And this is sonnet number 75, the title of which is One Day I Wrote Her Name Upon the Strand. There is a famous and popular Elizabethan cliche. What is the famous and the popular Elizabethan cliche? It says, Ars longa vita brevis. I repeat, Ars longa vita brevis. It is the Latin maxim. And what is the English meaning of this Latin maxim? The Latin maxim in English means art is long, life is short. It represents an antithesis. It represents a dichotomy between the everlasting nature of art and the temporariness of human life. We understand that this is a time-bound world. We know that our world is completely governed by death. Human life that doesn't have any certainty. But one thing that is permanent. And what is that thing? That is art. That is called the power of art. This poem, sonnet number 75, it establishes the power of art over time. It establishes the power of poetry over death. Am I clear to everybody? Before going to the thematic analysis or before going to the textual analysis of the poem, one thing I must tell, that most of the Elizabethan poems, that usually deal with this kind of certain theme, where we understand that this world that is considered to be, time-bound world, it is a death-governed world where human life that doesn't have any kind of certainty, where we are extremely, our life that has no surety at all. Our life is very much temporary. And from that perspective, the power of art is something that every poet in the Elizabethan age, or most of the poets in the Elizabethan age, they celebrated the power of art. Now, we will discuss about the thematic issue of the poem. But before dealing about the thematic issue of the poem, we just want to go to the text of the poem, right? The poem that begins in a storytelling technique. Here, the poet Edmund Spenser, along with his beloved Elizabeth Boyle, both of them had gone to a seashore, and there the poet Edmund Spenser wanted to write down the name of his beloved on the seashore, and he was writing the name of his beloved on the seashore, and his basic purpose was to make the name of Elizabeth Boyle immortal or eternal. But what happens, nobody has the power, to control the movement of the waves, just as nobody can control the movement of time. So the waves come. The waves are the symbolic representatives of the power of time, right? The waves come and the waves continuously efface the name of the beloved from the seashore. But the poet is very much obstinate enough. The poet is extremely stubbornness, and despite the fact that the name of Elizabeth Boyle that has been continuously being effaced definitely by the continuous movement of the waves. The poet is obstinate. The poet again writes the name of his beloved on the seashore, and the purpose of the poet is to make the name of the beloved eternal after writing it on the seashore. Yes or no? And at that point of time, when the poet is repeatedly doing the same thing, but the poet is experiencing a kind of a failurity, the beloved replies that what you are doing is nothing but a kind of a foolery, because you can never make my name eternal, you can never make my name immortal after writing it on the seashore. At that point of time, the lover has started to speak about the power of poetry. The lover has started to speak about the power of art. The lover establishes the point that if I can write down your name in the pages of poetry, believe me, your name cannot be terminated. Your name cannot be effaced away. Your name will always remain eternal or immortal. So that is the main subject matter of the poem. It's like a drama. You know what G.V. Shaw says? G.V. Shaw says, no conflict, no drama. It means that there must be a kind of a conflict in every drama. Now I'm telling why do I use this particular quotation at this particular context. Why? Because this particular poem has a kind of a dramatic setting. Here the lover speaks about immortality, whereas the beloved speaks about the mortality. I mean, the beloved is very much sure about the power of time, and the lover is very much sure about the power of poetry. The lover is extremely confident that his poetry will be capable of offering permanency to the name of Elizabeth Boyle. Yes or no? And the poem that began in a very dramatic way, it's like a story, right? Look at the first line. One day I wrote her name upon the strand. Don't you feel so that it just clearly follows a storytelling technique? Am I right or wrong? Right. One day. So what is the meaning of this particular expression? It means once upon a time. Say with me. It means once upon a time. So once upon a time, I refers to the lover, right? The lover in the poem, Sonnet 75, wrote her name. Whose name? The name of his beloved. The name of his beloved. What is the name of his beloved? The name of his beloved is Elizabeth Boyle. Right or wrong? Upon the strand. Here strand means a sea beach. Strand means a seashore. So what is the meaning of the first line? Once upon a time, the lover wrote the name of his beloved on the seashore. Now, what could be the question from first line? Why did the lover write the name of his beloved on the seashore? I have told it repeatedly that the main purpose behind writing the name on the seashore is to offer a kind of immortality to the name. So the lover wrote the name on the seashore because the lover wanted to make the name of his beloved eternal, because the lover wanted to make the name of his beloved immortal, which is why the lover wrote the name of his beloved on the seashore. So once upon a time and a very good time, the lover Edmund Spenser wrote the name of his beloved on the seashore. And what was the purpose? The purpose was to make the name eternal. The purpose was to make the name immortal. Right? Let's go to the next line. But this is probably the most dangerous word of the whole world. Why? Because it has the power to dismiss any statement. Right? Now, but came the waves. This particular line came the waves. It's an example of hyperbaton. I repeat, it's an example of what? It's rhetorically an example of hyperbaton. Now, if you ask me, what is hyperbaton? Hyperbaton simply refers to the inversion of the word. That means where the grammatical order is not properly maintained. If you can look to this line, you can find out that this line, it starts with a verb, right? And the subject, that comes after the verb. What is the general sentence construction? We know that a subject comes first and then comes a verb, but in this case, the verb comes before the subject. So what happens? The grammatical order of this particular sentence is not maintained. So how should we read this line? We should read this line in this way. The waves came. Repeat with me. The waves came and washed it away. Here it refers to the name of Elizabeth Boyle. Right? The name of Madam Elizabeth Boyle. So washed it away. Washed it away means effaced away. It means effaced. It means obliterated. It means obliterated. Am I right or wrong? So one day, the poet lover wrote the name of his beloved on the seashore, And the purpose of the poet lover was to offer immortality to the name of his beloved. But the problem is that the waves came and the waves washed the name of his beloved. Now we need to understand the symbolic interpretation of these two lines. What is the symbolic interpretation? The seashore is a symbol of the earth. The name of Elizabeth Boyle is the symbol of the living creature who are living, on the surface of this earth, right? And the arrival of the waves symbolically represents the power of time, the power of death. Am I right or wrong? Just as the name of Elizabeth Boyle has been effaced from the seashore, just as the name of Elizabeth Boyle has been effaced from the seashore, in the same way, the living creatures will be effaced from this earth by the power of time. So, the beginning of the poem, it's very much descriptive. It's very much descriptive. Why do I say so? You understand that lover and his beloved, came together to a seashore where the lover wrote the name of his beloved. The purpose of the lover was to offer immortality to the name of his beloved. The lover wrote the name. The lover was very much confident. But then what happened? A tragic, a catastrophic incident took place. Why do I use such kind of a complicated word? Only because the attempt of the lover was frustrated. The lover became a bit disappointed because the lover was not able to, offer immortality to the name of his beloved. Let's go to line number 3. Let's go to line number 3. Again, it means what? It means the second attempt of the lover. It is we can call it, this is the second attempt of the lover. Yes or no? Again, I wrote it. It again means the name of his beloved, the name of Elizabeth Boyle. Yes or no? Again, I wrote it with a second hand, and this particular expression is very, very important. And what is this expression? Second hand. Boys and girls, second hand simply refers to the second attempt of the lover. Say with me, second hand simply means the second attempt of the lover. Second hand means the second attempt of the lover, second effort of the lover, right? So again the poet wrote the name of Elizabeth Boyle, and this was the second attempt of the poet. Yes or no? But came the tide. Again we understand that this line is equally an example of hyperbaton. Yes or no? The line should start with, this expression, the tide. What could be the actual structure of the line? The tide came. Say with me, the tide came. The tide came. And the tide did what? The tide did what? Made my pains his prey. Try to understand. It's a complicated expression. Pains. Here pains refers to the pain of the poet. The pain of the poet. Right. So the poet has been going through a bit pain. Why? Because the poet at least is trying to write down the name of his beloved on the seashore, and it's not a cakewalk. It's not an easy thing that you will go and write down somebody's name on the seashore very easily. You have to face a bit difficulties. Yes or no? So here pain means the pain that the lover experiences at the time of writing the name of his beloved on the seashore, right? And made my pains his prey. The word prey. Prey refers to the prey birds. I repeat, prey refers to the prey birds. Prey refers to the hunting birds, the hunting animals. Yes or no? It refers to the hunting birds, the hunting animals. They do what? They ferociously, come and jump upon an inferior animal. Yes or no? And therefore, they just literally kill them. They literally kill them. They show no mercy at all. Now, you understand that his prey, here his refers to, what? It means the waves, right? The waves come and made my name his prey. The waves come and made my name his prey. So the waves are like the ferocious animal, and they are able to make the name of Elizabeth Boyle, victimized. So prey means victim. Prey means what? Prey means victim. And here is an image, here is a metaphor of prey birds, here is a metaphor of hunting birds. Am I clear to everybody? Which are the prey birds? The eagle, the hawk, the kite, the vulture. These are the names of the prey birds. Now, let me explain you the definition of metaphor. What is metaphor rhetorically? Metaphor is a figure of speech in which an implicit comparison, in which an implied comparison is drawn between two dissimilar things. For the once more, what is metaphor? Metaphor is a figure of speech in which an implicit comparison is drawn between two dissimilar things, right? Here there are two dissimilar things. What are the two dissimilar things? One is waves, another is what? The hunting birds, the prey birds. So the waves come, they come ferociously. Ferociously like whom? Ferociously like what? The hunting birds, the prey birds. Just as the prey birds jump upon, so also the waves come and jump upon. Jump upon what? Jump upon the name of Elizabeth Boyle. And literally the name of Elizabeth Boyle was killed. Yes or no? Although the word killed must not be used in this context, here it means the name of Elizabeth Boyle was effaced by the powerful arrival of the waves, just as the human beings got effaced from this earth by the powerful arrival of time. Am I clear to everybody? Let's go to the next lines. Vain man. Now the beloved has started to say something. Yes or no? Now said she. That means she started to say. That means we can use this word said means replied. So who replied? The beloved replied. Am I clear to everybody? The beloved replied. Who is the beloved? Elizabeth Boyle is the beloved. Who is the beloved? Elizabeth Boyle is the beloved. What is the reply given by Elizabeth Boyle? Elizabeth Boyle has started to address the lover. The beloved has started to address the lover. That, oh lover, you are like whom? You are a vain man. You are a vain man. Now the expression vain. On the one hand, vain means proud. Repeat with me. On the one hand, the word vain means proud. Or on the other hand, the word vain means foolish. Foolish. So this is one meaning of the word vain. Try to understand. This is one meaning of the word vain. Vain means what? Vain means proud, excuse me. Vain means what? Vain means foolish. This is the first interpretation of this particular word vain. Now we are going to explain why is this term used here. You know, the beloved has seen that the lover is not at all, rational. Is not at all, is probably not at all able to understand the power of the waves. And that is why he has been repeatedly, he has been doing repeatedly the same thing of preserving the name of Elizabeth Boyle after writing it on the seashore. And that is why the beloved thinks that, oh lover, you are proud. You are overconfident. Oh lover, you are proud. You are overconfident. You are not going to accept the reality. You are not going to accept the reality that you cannot preserve my name. You cannot immortalize my name after writing it on the seashore. Yes or no? So this is the explanation, or this is the interpretation of this particular word proud. Now, you may ask me, sir, why is the word, foolish used? The lover is called foolish. Say with me, the lover is called foolish. This is the meaning of the first vain. Vain means proud or foolish. You must not repeatedly use the same lines again and again. What I mean to say is that despite knowing the fact that a name cannot be immortalized after writing it on the seashore, the lover has started to do, the same thing. So you can call that the lover is foolish. The lover is not able to accept the reality. The lover is not able to believe the reality. Yes or no? So because the lover is not able to accept the reality, the lover is not able to believe the reality, we can call that the lover is foolish. We can call what? The lover is foolish. So the beloved has called that, oh lover, you are vain. That means you are proud or you are foolish because you can't accept the fact, you can't accept the reality. That dust in vain essay. The last word essay. Essay means the effort. Essay means the endeavor. Right or wrong? Now vain. Here vain means futile. Here vain means useless. Now you understand this line is rhetorically an example of pun. This line is an example of what? This line is an example of pun. Here the word vain is used 2 times. The pronunciation of the word vain, that is used 2 times is same. But the meaning of the word vain is different. Why? The word vain used first time The word vain used first time in the line means proud or foolish. The word vain used second time in the line means, useless or futile, right? So now you need to understand who is called vain. The first vain is used to mean the poet lover, right? The first vain is used to mean the poet lover, and the second vain is used to mean the effort of the poet lover. Am I clear to everybody? The first vain is used to mean the poet lover. The second vein is used to mean the effort of the poet lover. What does it mean? It means initially the beloved Elizabeth Boyle had started to address that, oh, you are a proud man, you are a foolish man. And the second point, what she means to say is that, oh, your attempt is, futile. Your attempt, your endeavor, your effort, that is quite useless. That is quite futile. Why? Why is this particular essay called vain? Because despite the utmost effort, given on the part of the lover or given by the lover, no one will be able to make permanent the name after writing it on the seashore. Am I clear to everybody? So we can call that this is nothing but a kind of a vain essay. This is nothing but a kind of a vain attempt. So initially, what is the meaning of the line? The beloved replied. The beloved replied, the beloved called that, oh lover, either you are proud or you are foolish, right? And your attempt is basically futile. Your attempt is basically useless. A mortal thing. I'm a mortal thing. The beloved has started to call herself that I'm a mortal thing. Look, the word being is not used. Yes or no? This word is not used. The beloved has not started to say that I'm a mortal being. Instead, the beloved has started to say that she is a mortal thing. She has again started to underestimate her own position. She has started to address herself that I am like a material. I don't have any importance. And that is why the beloved says that I am a mortal thing. You cannot immortalize me in this way. You cannot immortalize me in this way. So the procedure that you are following, is purely and completely, it's a wrong procedure. You cannot make my name eternal. You cannot make my name immortal after following this procedure. Which procedure? The procedure of writing the name on the seashore. You can never do that. You are a vain man. You are doing a vain thing. You are a proud man. You are a foolish man. You are doing a useless thing. I'm a mortal being. I'm an inferior being. Yes or no? My life is short lasting. You can never make my name eternal. You can never make my name permanent after following this strategy, after following this, kind of thing that you are doing. Yes or no? You need to understand. Just let's go to the next line. For I myself, it means she herself, right? Elizabeth Boyle herself. Am I clear to everybody? She says that I myself, that means she herself, shall like to this. Like to this means similar to. Here, like to this means similar to. This decay, the process of decay, the process of death and decay, the process of death and decay. Am I clear to everybody? What does Elizabeth Boyle mean to say? She means to say, her statement is very simple. She means to say, she is not going to live long. She is not going to live long. She is the subject to death and decay. She is the subject to death and decay. She herself is similar to decay. That means she is going to die. She is her name is not going to be preserved forever. And she says, the very next line, and ik, this word is important. This is an obsolete word. This is an archaic word. It was used in the times of Edmund Spenser, although this word is right now in the modern age, it's not used. What is the meaning of this particular obsolete word? The word ik means also. The word ik means also. And also my name be wiped out likewise. Yes or no? Now, she's just trying to give a practical example to the lover. That old lover tried to realize a practical point. And what is that point? The way you can come across that my name has been effaced from the seashore and tomorrow I will die. and my name will be effaced from this earth. Despite your utmost effort, you will never be able to be successful to achieve your goal. So whatever objective you may take, believe me, you will be failed. So this is what the beloved tries to mean. She tries to mean what? She tries to mean that she is similar to the process of decay. Once more, she is similar to the process of decay. She is similar to the process of decay means she is going to die. She is going to die. She is the subject to death and decay. Now next line. And her name. And her name will be also wiped out. Her name will also be effaced. Her name will also be obliterated. The word wiped out means obliterated. The word wiped out means effaced. Her name is going to be effaced. Her name is going to be obliterated. Yes or no? It's a kind of a message that the beloved is trying to share with a lover. That don't try that. Don't try to make my name eternal. Don't try to make my name immortal. This is something you can never do. Believe me, I am the subject to death and decay. I will die. My name will be effaced. My name will be obliterated permanently. Now, try to understand the dramatic technique, used in this poem. Let's go. Let's go. Now the lover has started to give a befitting reply to the beloved. Now the lover has started to do, you know what? The lover has started to give a befitting reply to the beloved. The lover says, not so. No, this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I will not let it happen. This is not going to happen. I will not let it happen. Code I, that means reply die. Code I means reply die. Here I means the lover. Here I means what? I means the lover. So this is what I am not going to happen. I will not let it happen. I'm sorry. I will not let it happen. So this is not going to happen. I will not let it happen. Now, it's an important expression. Boys and girls, it's an important expression. Baser things. Baser things. It means the inferior things. Repeat with me. It means the inferior things. Or the things which are not going to last long. Or the things which are not going to, last long. Which are not going to last long. Here there is a theory of St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas said that if an object is not made of proportionate elements, if an object is not made of proportionate elements, the object is not going to last long. So, the long-lasting nature of a particular object depends on its proportionate, adjustment of all the forming elements. The elements which are required for the formation of a particular kind of an object. Yes or no? So, according to Sir Thomas Aquinas, Baser things refer to those things which are not proportionately made, which are not proportionately built. Now we will call that the earthly things are the Baser things. We will call what? The earthly things as the Baser things. Why? Because all the earthly things are going to destroy. All the earthly things are going to be demolished. Right or wrong? So, not so. The lover replied. The lover replied that, what you say? You say that, no, I am not going to live long. My name is going to be effaced. It's something what you say. But the lover replied, what is the reply given by the lover? The lover replied that, no, I will not let it happen. The Baser things, they have a device. Device means have a tendency. Excuse me. It means what? It means have a tendency. So the Baser things have a tendency. Once more with me. The Baser things, that means the inferior things. These inferior things have a tendency to die in dust. The Baser things have a tendency to die in dust. To die in dust means to be broken. Yes or no? To be broken. To be transformed into dust. To be transformed into dust. Am I clear to everybody? Yes or no? So the Baser things have a tendency to be transformed into dust. You are not a Baser thing. You are not a Baser thing. Yes or no? But you shall live by fame. You shall live. That means you will remain alive. Excuse me. You will remain alive. It's my promise. It's my commitment. It's my promise, it's my commitment. You are not going to die. You are not going to die. I will not let it happen. You will remain alive. You will remain alive. You will remain alive by what? By fame. That means with reputation. With reputation, I will make you alive. With reputation, with all your qualities, I will keep you alive. I will make you alive. Right or wrong? So the lover replied that no, I am not going to let it happen. You will remain alive. The Beja things that have a tendency to die in dust. The Beja things that have a tendency to die in dust. But you will not die. You will not die. You will not die in dust. You will not be transformed into dust. Yes or no? Go to the next line. Go to the next line. Now, this is an important point. My verse, excuse me. My verse. That means my poetry. Here, my verse means my poetry. Just try to note the power of poetry. Yes or no? The poem is standing on the verge of ending. So, my verse shall eternize. After reading this particular part, you have to go to the last part. Shall eternize. Here, eternize means will eternalize. Will eternalize. Eternalize means immortalize. I repeat once more. Shall eternize means will eternalize or will immortalize. So my verse means my poetry. My poetry will eternalize your rare virtues. Excuse me. Please use this adjective before the noun virtues. Please use this adjective before the noun virtues. Here rare means exceptional. Say with me. Here rare means exceptional. Here rare means uncommon, which are generally not found. Which are generally not found. Yes or no? Virtues. Virtues means what? Virtues means the good qualities. Here virtues means what? Virtues means the good qualities. The rare qualities. Yes or no? So my verse is capable of offering immortality to your rare virtues. My poetry is capable of offering immortality to the exceptional virtues. That means your meritorious qualities. So when I will write about the meritorious qualities, I will write about your meritorious qualities in my poetry, in my poem, believe me. Here, my verse means my poetry. That means the power of art. It means the power of art. It means the power of literature. Yes or no? It means what? The power of literature. It again, emphasizes one important point that I told even at the beginning of the session. Ars longa, vita brevis. It means what? Ars longa, vita brevis. It means art is long, life is short. Art is long, life is short. Yes or no? So, my verse will eternalize your rare virtues, your exceptional qualities. My verse will definitely eternalize. And I will write your name in the heavens, and then I will make your name glorious. You are suggested to read the line in this way. I will write your name. I will write your name. Where will I write your name? I will write your name in the heaven. Here heaven stands for the poetic sky. Here heaven stands for the poetic sky. So where will I write your name? I will write your name in the poetic sky. And after writing your name in the poetic sky, I will do what? I will make your name glorious. Here glorious means famous. So this is called the confidence. This is called the confidence of the poet. The poet has that confidence that one day I will write your name in poetry. I will write your name in the pages of my poems. And whenever I will write your name in the pages of my poems, believe me, I will make your name eternal. I will make your name permanent. Yes or no? So this is going to be a reply of the poet. Now, the last two lines of the poem. The poet says that, now, Where Venice, excuse me, where Venice death shall all the world subdue. What is the meaning of this particular expression? It means that all the world, it means what? The world of the living beings. It means what? The world of the living beings. The world of the living creatures. Excuse me. It means what? The world of the living beings, the world of the living creatures. It will be subdued. The word subdue means to defeat. The word subdue means to conquer. Excuse me. So once upon a time, the world will be conquered by death. Once upon a time, the world will be conquered by death. Yes or no? Here is a biblical allusion. Here is a biblical allusion. You know, allusion is a allusion is a rhetorical figure of speech in which a particular word or a particular expression, that alludes to or that refers to geography, mythology, history, popular culture, popular belief, etc. Here the word death, that alludes to a famous biblical story. It refers to a famous biblical episode of the great flood. It refers to the flood or the deluge. This flood was created by God to punish the corrupted human world, and the flood was lasted for 40 days, and God created the flood only with the purpose that he will be able to drown the entire corrupted human world. Yes or no? He wanted to cleanse the world, and that is why the flood came like a general judgment. It came like a general punishment. Yes or no? So here the poet again alludes to that particular reference when the poet merely speaks about that once upon a time, one day this world will be subdued by death. That means this world will be flooded. This world, all the living beings of this world will die one day. Yes or no? So once upon a time, this world will be subdued by death. But this is going to be the most important line. The lover is extremely confident. He says, our love shall live. That means our love relationship will remain alive. Our love relationship will remain alive. And it will renew. Here renew means it will inspire. It will inspire. It will encourage. Right or wrong? It will inspire, it will encourage, it will motivate. What? The later life. Here later life refers to the lovers of the future generation. The lover of the future generation. Am I clear to everybody? It means what? Our love relationship will inspire the lovers of the future generation. So our love story will remain alive forever. Now, the last point, I'm going to talk about the significance of the title of this particular collection called Amoretti. The word Amoretti, it consists of two particular expressions. One is amor, another is etti, right? Amor, according to Roman mythology, amor is the god of love. In Roman mythology, amor is the god of love. So amor means what? Amor means love. And this particular expression etti, it means little, right? So Amoretti means little loves, or we can call alternatively little songs of love. Little songs of love. And we understand that this particular collection that celebrates the beauty of love, that celebrates the immortal power of poetry, we understand that the poem speaks truly about the famous Elizabethan cliche, ars longa, vita brevis. Thank you.